but I wanted to talk to you a little bit tonight about Bob as a person and his commitment to diversity and the best interests of our court and our profession. Bob, to me, is truly a man for all seasons. I have worked with him for over 30 years in so many ways on projects and initiatives to serve the profession and the courts, and you just sit back and marvel at his tenacity, his drive, and his great skill set. With all due deference, Bob Hague was the driving force in the creation of the commercial division of the courts of the state of New York. Bob has made extraordinary efforts throughout his career to mentor, encourage, and support minority lawyers and judges. He has been an inspiration to people of color in the profession and the judiciary who have focused on commercial litigation. Over all these years, Bob has made so many contributions to diversity in our profession and the courts, and I mentioned just a few. Not so many years ago, there was very little interaction between minority bar associations and other bar groups. Bob did so much to change that as president of the New York County Lawyers Association and in other leadership positions. At NYCLA, he implemented pilot programs with many minority bar associations, including the PRBA, with joint membership and joint ventures. To give you just one example, Bob led a reception for NYCLA and the PRBA for Carmen Saparic, at which 850 people attended. You remember that, Carmen? And there was a business opportunity for minority lawyers program to really create a reference desk book of minority law firms for corporations that were part of the program. Bob played a very significant role in the task force to increase diversity and corporations to publicly report the number of hours spent and the dollars paid to minority lawyers working on corporate matters. Bob Hague gets it as to why diversity is so important for the courts and for our society. Bob does not just talk about diversity, but he has worked his whole career to promote concrete actions to make diversity a reality. I can't think of another lawyer more efficient in working for the public good, whether it is a public campaign for judicial reform, moving New York to the front of the parade in commercial litigation, or making diversity very much a significant part of every lawyer's responsibility as a member of the profession. Bob truly represents the nobility of our profession, and it is a distinct honor and pleasure for me to give the Puerto Rican Bar Association Diversity Award tonight to Robert L. Hague.
Good evening. Thank you, Chief Judge Levin, for your generous introduction and for your kind words. I am even more grateful to you, however, for the extraordinary opportunities that I've had to work with you over a nearly 40-year period on many matters relating to the courts, the legal profession, and the state of New York. We've done some good, we've had a lot of fun, and I really treasure our collaboration and our friendship. I'm also grateful to the Puerto Rican Bar Association for this Diversity Leadership Award. As some of you know, diversity is important to me personally, and I've personally devoted a fair amount of time and effort to a number of diversity efforts over the years. Nevertheless, as Judge Lippman mentioned, I'm going to accept this award in the name of my law firm, Kelly Dry & Warren. I do so both because of my firm's support for this event, and more importantly, because of my firm's embrace of diversity and inclusion as core principles which guide the way that we practice law and do business. Our diversity committee and our director of diversity work together to develop and implement firm-wide diversity initiatives that assist our efforts to recruit and retain a diverse group of attorneys. Some of my colleagues are here tonight, and I'd like to recognize them and introduce them to you. My partners and friends, Neil Merkel and John Villaportis, are here. Kelly Dry's Director of Diversity, Vanetta Amory, is also here. Vanetta, I thank you for all that you do to enhance diversity. And finally, our associates, Angelica Pedraza and Alyssa Smolowitz, are also here. I'd be grateful if my colleagues would stand up and be recognized. Now, everything I've said so far is happy and good news. Unfortunately, I now have to bring you some bad news. The bad news is that we don't have time for the 45-minute speech I had planned on why diversity is a moral, ethical, and social imperative, with numerous legal citations and literary references. Although I know I've just broken your hearts, instead I'm going to show you a very short video which articulates my firm's vision of diversity. Kelly Dry is firmly devoted to creating a diverse community of excellent attorneys whose teamwork and innovation benefit our clients, our communities, and the firm. As you will see, the video presents a broad view of diversity which encompasses economic and social diversity, as well as gender, race, ethnicity, and sexual orientation. Again, thank you very much to the Puerto Rican Bar Association for this award. I'm deeply honored and very, very grateful.